#1. He's already done it.
Yeah,
he's got to look international.
You got to punch up, so he's trying to get up to international competition.
Break that ceiling, man. Break it. Also, I'm going to hold him to that Heimerdinger. I swear, if I don't see a Heimer pick by the end of the split, I'll be sorely disappointed.
Said, like, no AP champion, just like...
Zed.
Yeah, Zed. Yeah, great AP itemization
That
change.
would have been great.
Would love to see Zed.
Tier, first item, right?
Yeah.
He's got to have some... No AP scaling? Oh,
Yeah.
well. All right, let's take a look at how everyone's favorite analyst, Joel, did today in the predictions.
I was sweating, man.
And pretty well, though, if we're being honest.
Yeah, all of us went 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
3 out of 5.
3 and 2.
If I would
You guys got saved by Cloud9 here at the end of the day.
I got so hypey about that Team Liquid draft when I was clearly in Echo Fox's favor. When I prepped the draft, I'm like, there's no way Team Liquid wins this draft. And then I felt like they did, so I was like, that means they can win the game, right?
Hey, you played yourself.
And I flip-flop, never
Played
flip-flop.
yourself.
Never.
Yeah. I listened to my gut, FlyQuest, then picked an all-poke comp, and I hated it.
So 3 and 2, not awful.
Yeah.
But here's one thing I bet you didn't predict. The average game time of the day. 30 minutes and 5 seconds. Across all 5 games, that's the average. That is insanity.
It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I know.
Compared to...
Does everyone have, like,
I think
something
the
going on?
sun's still out.
Is there some Sunday event? Was there, like,
All the pros agreed. They made some kind of weird agreement.
Yeah.
They all got a birthday party to get to.
I think it's super interesting, too, because
KBBQ.
we're just, what, like a patch removed from the game being like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. And then all that happened from like a patching perspective was the stopwatch and free boots are on a different mastery tier. Like
Right, you can't take both.
The changes to speed up the game are actually hitting next patch.
That's what I was going to say. The neutral buff changes to end the game faster. Like, we might not even see them anymore.
23-minute average game time next week.
I don't know, man.
I
It's
like
gonna
to
be
see
pretty
bloody
quick.
games,
Accelerate.
man. That's all I want is fighting left and right.
Well, it is a season trend, just always at the start, everyone's uncoordinated and slow about finishing games, and then it trends downward no matter what the meta changes seem to be. So no surprise it's getting faster, but 30 is quite the jump.
Today was a bit of an aberration, I think, but it was fun.
When you have Echo Fox closing a game in 22 minutes, yes, it's a somewhat of an aberration that we average 30 minutes on the day. Either way, a very quick one, a very exciting one at that. While everyone tried to style on their opponents this week, and only a select few can be a part of the OP5. So for week 6, it's Licorice, Meteos, Spirixon, Sven, and Afromu. Up first, we've got Licorice in the top lane for C9.
Not too much of a surprise after that last game on the Kled pick. Only guy playing it, and it was very close, but he shows that he is comfortable on the champion, able to survive at just barely any health, constantly getting the remount. And then once he got the lead with the help of Sven, completely ran away with this game.
Yeah, and I think that was the difference. It's like getting the first few kills. A lot of top laners can get started with 1 or 2 kills early. It's about what you're able to do afterwards. And that was his best game. The previous game wasn't that amazing, but the rest of the top laners also didn't have super standout weeks. So this game for Licorice did it.
Tough position to call for sure. Moving on to the jungle, we find 100 Thieves Meteos.
And he was one of the critical components of the 100 Thieves wins this weekend. The comrade Afromu getting the other one. The two of them combined together to pull off some sick plays like that one there, the Thresh hook into the Lantern pull, and then they started working together to gank these bot lane that was pretty volatile for FlyQuest. So Meteos and Afromu, when they link up early on in some way, it always feels like that's where their wins come from, and maybe some of those super late game situations where Meteos finds a smite or Afro finds that one pick off.
All right, we move to the mid lane. We find Bjergsen on the back end of a 2-0 week.
Man, finally had a good week, I feel like, because he had much more map pressure this week. He was able to affect the side lanes much more importantly. So when he did have a small advantage in lane, he was able to move out of it and really have a large influence over these games.
I mean, in a sense, this was the TSM in week 6 that we were kind of expecting to see around week 3, right? Like, it just took him a bit longer to get there.
Yeah, and it was kind of what we expected where we're saying, okay, they're winning all 3 lanes. This is great. But then, like Jat said, they actually went on the map and did things together to blow these games open. Bjergsen, especially in that Gala game, his team was kind of dying all over the place, and he was the one constant, like, guys, what are you doing? And he started getting kills all over the place.
All right, we move to the AD carry position. TSM Sven will join Bjergsen in the OP5.
And they won bot lane pretty hard, especially today. They broke that open on their own and started moving around the map. It's a huge reason they were able to walk away with the 2-0.
He's been having some solid weeks, right? It's just the fact that you're never going to get OP5 as an AD carry if your team doesn't come together well for fights.
Right.
Like, it's just not, wow, he was up like, and he took the turret, wow, and then they lost. But he actually did take the turret, and then they won. So he did it.
Yay!
Good job.
All right, finally we have 100 Thieves, Afromu, the hook guy.
Oh yeah, 2 games in a row on Hook Champion. Starts out with Thresh. It's absolutely disgusting. So FlyQuest is like, yeah, we'll ban that right away. And then he breaks out the Blitzcrank and has the same effect on the game. Pretty much hard carried his team to victory with Playmaking.
Thresh Blitz, that's a classic champion pool when literally everyone else is doing Alistair, Tom Kench, Tarek.
Well, he probably wouldn't have chose Blitz if any of those were picked on the other team. But when you throw Janna out in front of him, I feel like Blitz is the easy go-to.
I'm still going to hook champs. He's good at hook champs.
If we could just design a few more, that way he can't be banned out. And we always get an Afro Moo hook champ. That'd be a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, sure. Nautilus is still up. Let's get that one next.
Nautilus support, man.
As soon as you can make a defensive hook champ, we'll see more of a very defensive hook
What,
champ.
where you hook your teammate and throw him in?
Yeah,
That's kind
throw
of
him backwards, I think.
I guess that doesn't really, that already happened. Throughout the weekend, you took to Twitter to praise the jaw-dropping moments, and we've decided to pull a few of our favorite big plays, brought to you by Acer Predator. First up, Sapphire DT recognized that while Echo Fox may have been losing, Huni is still an absolute demon. Take a look.
Oh, I actually think, Zuni's going to get caught out here. We can go back to that afterwards.
Zuni getting jumped on, tries to outplay it and does, but Echo Fox has lost so many. Huni alone cannot save this fight. He grabs the kill into Mithy. He grabs the kill now, the double into Haunter. The saving grace of Echo Fox right now in the top lane.
That didn't even include his solo kill on Sven later in the game when his team is down a ton of gold. Like, Huni was 1v9ing that game.
I was about to say, when you're making such big plays that you're forcing the observers to choose between you and the rest of the fight. Yeah. You saw that? Just that, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Pressure black hole and the camera black hole.
Yeah, what do I do? Do I do this or watch this really impressive thing? Okay, next we try, try as they might, FlyQuest just couldn't take down 100 Thieves top laner as he makes the great escape.
Of 100 Thieves.
Well, someday.
Oh, caught it in his teeth. Up 1-0. Oh, he just dodged it as well.
That angle made it look even closer.
Such a cool camera angle. The spear's coming straight at you.
Pretty sure
we all dodged.
Hit his tail, just doesn't have a hitbox.
I was expecting him to juke the other way.
Right.
I didn't think to juke left there, and I was very surprised the spear didn't hit.
He got out by the skin of his chinny chin chin. Finally, Bjergsen and Haunter made H Wonders proud with their insane 2v4 against Optic today.
Very minions come up, they'll be able to slalom in and out of these minions and use them as defense. Arrow very low, Acadian tries to put himself in between as the meat wall, doesn't want that damage to come through. The tankiest person goes down first, and here goes the rest of them. It's going to be a lot of damage on the Power of Evil. Haunter looks to lock this one down for himself, and he just pounces on his target.
Okay, buy time guys, buy time. Keep buying time, keep buying time.
Just kill him. I can come.
Yeah, just play with the mindset.
Yeah, X-Match SOP.
Did not expect the TSM chant at the end. That's actually, Bjergsen had bought a death cap at that point in the game before Void Staff, which you see a lot of Rises do, and the reason is the power of the shields when you're spamming your combos are more greatly affected by the AP. So he had the Seraph shield and his shield from his spell flux up at the same time was like half of his health bar, making him unkillable.
How much scarier does that get on 8.4 with tier items being
Rise is banned.
Strong.
Actually.
Get ready for the Victor shields then. Those are coming too.
Yeah,
Iceborne Goblin, Abyssal Mass
No,
Victor?
they're not going to do it.
Is it time, Jet? I hope it's time. Make sure you keep tweeting your favorite plays so we can relive the best parts of every weekend. Time now for us to throw it over to Freak, Kobe, and Azaldo for NALCS tonight, where they'll review this week's games, answer some fan tweets, and look toward next week's matchups. Good night.